Your Honor, I would like to respectfully request that the record reflect that I was ready on April 30th for my April makes here at Viv Mom Sews. I was ready. I hate being late for things. Just ask my family. Well, I fell into a snap debacle. And as much as this pains me to do, I'm going to have to lay the blame at Waywack's feet. And of course, this was right after I wrote a glowing testimony of Waywack's sewing supplies on my Instagram account. I got into a snap mess, and Waywack, who usually takes 24 hours or less to ship, took my snaps 8 days to get here. Thus, we are here May 7th for April makes. I'm very sorry for the delay. I'll explain more as we get into it. Let's get going with the clothes behind me. They were all sewn in April, and I'm gonna put them on and show them to you, and let's see what we think. I'm glad you're here, and I'll be right back. Hang on. This is Simplicity 8801, and I thought let's just kick things off with some summer pajamas. I've had this pattern for a while, and I thought the short jumpsuit romper version was just so dang cute. Now, I had this fabric. Here they are. We have ruffles around the hem. We have ruffles around the sleeve. And I had this balloon fabric from Mood. And it was like, what am I gonna do with that? It's a little bit, you know, juvenile, but it's awfully pretty. I like the colors. So, pajamas to the rescue. This is a cotton lycra, so it's very nice. It's very smooth. It's got a good weight to it. We have 4 little buttons running down the front. This is just kind of a decorative tie because this is elastic at the waist. Now, what do you suppose I am missing? I am missing pockets. I wish I had put them in. Or I wish they had the little, what do they call those? Pork chop shaped pockets that you can just put right on the front. I think that would be a tremendous improvement for these pajamas. But otherwise, I think they're kind of fun. Yes, you have to unbutton these to get out of them. But I don't think that's a problem. And people, you know, there tend to be 2 kinds of people in this world. Those who will wear jumpsuits and those who won't. And it's not necessarily age related, because even my own young Candace said she would not have these for pajamas. But I like them a lot. Great pattern, nothing went wrong. That was a winner. Simplicity 8801, and of course you can make children's too. If I had more balloon fabric, I might make a little one, but you know, who for? Anyway, highly recommend. Here we have a cute dress, a perfectly fine pattern, sewn with some of the worst fabric I've ever worked with. So this is Simplicity 9134, the pleat dress. You'll notice on her that we have kind of an uneven hem. Mine came out uneven. That was not by choice. It was because of this awful fabric. Now, you know, Rayon challis has, in some circles, a very bad reputation. And I think if this were the only Rayon challis you had ever used, then you would hate Rayon challis. I cut this dress off to be shorter, and it just stretched and grew and stretched and grew, and look how long it is. It's very long. It's got an uneven hem because these side, the side, front, and back just went longer and longer, and I tried to even it out and I couldn't, and I thought to heck with it. So the pattern itself is fine. It's got pockets, which I love. I left the zipper out. There's no need for it. I can easily get in and out of the dress. But this rayon challis, even though it's pretty, it came from Mood. It was not cheap. Their stuff seldom is a bargain. I think I paid $16.99 a yard, which is not my norm at all. I thought that it might be a contender for a mother of the bride dress, and you cannot tell at all, but it has another print kind of running through it. It looked very pretty on the website. I washed it. It came out lifeless, dead, DOA. And then when I tried to sew with it, it stretched. It was off grain, it wouldn't stay still, the hem is all wonky, and I thought, I don't like you. I love rayon challis, but I don't like this rayon challis, and it's been very disappointing. So, what is this dress for? Well, I made it to be casual. Yes, to wear up to the park and just for every day, because it does have those pockets, which I love. Maybe it's a little dressy. I put it on with some high heels here, but I think it could be casual too. I don't have any complaints about the pattern. I did not do the sleeves puffed. I just kind of left them as is. And like I say, my fabric was so lifeless. It's just the worst. I like the pattern, and I hate pleats. I really hate working with pleats, but if you can get through the pleats, because there's a lot. It's on either side in the front and either side in the back. We have some princess seams with those side, front, and back. I want to try it again in a better fabric because I think it's awfully cute. Even with that kind of crazy uneven hem, I like the vibe. And that is Simplicity 9134. An old Kwik Sew 2781. These are knit tops, and you can cut them on the bias to get this effect if you want to use stripes. And then an oldie but a goodie, Simplicity 8299. We have pants and skirts, and I made the cropped black pants. This is a linen cotton blend, and it's kind of nubby. It's got a little bit of texture, very nice to work with. We do have inseam pockets with a little bit of top stitching. These are elastic at the waist. I cut a 10, and I like the fit of them, but they're snug. I would not go any smaller than that for myself, and if I could lay off the chocolate, they'd be quite comfortable. So I think because they're just a little snug, those pockets might be bowing out a little bit at the sides. The top, I just loved this fabric. It's a slinky knit. I don't know if it's an ITY, but it's one of those slinky polyester knits from Fabric Mart. It's very thin, and it's got this kind of jungle scene on it with the giraffes. Are giraffes in the jungle? I'm not sure. Very basic, you know, nothing too wild here. The only thing is I'm getting a little bit of gaping right there at the armhole. So I don't really like that. The armholes are finished just by turning in and stitching. And I made a note that the neck binding is too short on this. That is something that has recurred with Kwik Sew t-shirts. The bindings for the necks are very small and you have to really stretch them, and sometimes it distorts. So if I make it again, I might just add a little bit of length to that binding. But this is a good all-purpose outfit. Of course, you've got pockets and it's nice and cool. And if any dogs jump on me, black covers everything. So that's just a casual outfit. Let me go put on a little dress I made. Hang on. Simplicity 9183. I really liked this when it came out. It was a winter release and her outfit is pretty wintry. Really cool pants in there, but I went with the dress and I'm not done with this pattern. I think I'm going to return to it. I did the dress with the great big patch pockets on the front. And this is just a little summer shift out of Quilting Cotton. Now I just loved this Quilting Cotton by Robert Kaufman. And it's just almost kind of like a watercolor, beautiful colors. I put a little bit of fold over elastic there at the sleeve hem to kind of give it a little something. We have these great big patch pockets on the front, which I love, and they're angled. So they start up here and kind of angle down. They are not sewn into the side seam. They're just completely sewn on the front. And I have a little button and loop closure at the back. I don't know if this one called... No, it doesn't call for a zipper. You can just put that little button loop closure. And what do we have around here? We have a facing at the neck. And there's that. Just easy, simple, casual, and I want a lot of these. I have a lot of these, but I wear them, and I have a lot of quilting cotton, so this is a good use for them, to just do a simple, easy to throw on, run errands, dress. These sleeves are cut on. This is a very simple design. We don't have any darts, but the fit is quite generous. Comes in XX small to XXL, and I believe I cut a small. I like it. I'll be back to it, and I want to try those pants. Okay, to wrap us up, I'm going to put on the snap debacle outfit. I know you can't wait. I know you're just hanging on the edge going, what happened with the snaps? Well, I'll tell you, hang on. Well, sometimes you just have to sew everything in the envelope. That's what I decided to do with Simplicity 8556. I've made the top before. I love it. I decided to make the jacket that she's wearing and pants for a full ensemble. So here is my camo rain jacket. Now it's a little busy. There are those snaps. They're great big snaps. And I pounded those suckers on this morning as soon as that way-whack envelope was on my doorstep. So this has a nifty little fold right there in the design. Okay, it's hard to see that on mine. We've got great big patch pockets on the front, and it's like an empire waist jacket. We've got little elasticized cuffs with, you know, a little bit of a puffed sleeve. So to me, it's kind of a feminine design, and I chose this rowdy camo bengaline that does have stretch in it. It's this beautiful stuff from Fabric Mart. And I love their bengaline for pants, and I thought I'm going to make a rain jacket. Now, not everybody was on board with me in the camo choice. Let me unsnap it and show you the shirt that is underneath. Okay, now I'd never made anything with great big snaps like this, so that was kind of fun. This is the shirt that goes underneath, and I love this shirt. I put a little patch pocket on it, which is not in the design, but that's easy enough to do. And then we have off-white heavy crepe pants to go with it. So what happened was I had the jacket. I knew that it was going to take heavy-duty snaps. No problem. Called up, I didn't call WayWack, but I went online. I got a heavy-duty snap installer, and I got heavy-duty snaps. So when I took it out on April 30th to put the finishing touches on it, it immediately became clear to me that this tool does not go with these snaps. The installer was a destroyer. It wrecked the snaps. It almost wrecked the project because, of course, that's going down the front placket. And I did one practice that came out pretty good, but then when I started doing it on the jacket, when I would press this thing to install the snaps, it stretched the hole in the snap and it just rendered it useless. There was nothing for the snap to grab onto. So, what to do? I thought, well, I'll just get new snaps and I'll put them in using good old hammer and one of these deals from another snap kit where you place that over the snap and then you pound it with the hammer, and that's all I needed. So what the heck this thing is designed for, I don't know. But boy, it put me into a snap foobar snafu. And I had just gotten a WayWack order that took less than 24 hours, so I thought, well, I'll put the video up May 1st. I like to get it in on the last day, but, you know, we can't avoid this. And I really wanted to have my jacket done. I didn't want to just show it to you without the snaps. That snap package took 8 days to get here. I don't know why. It weighed next to nothing. And I just kept waiting, and I thought, okay, I am filming that video on May 7th. That's 1 week into the new month. I'm filming it no matter what. Well, there was the package out there this morning. And the only good thing about it being so late is that I was utterly fearless. I threw this thing onto the kitchen table and just started pounding the daylights out of it. And there they are. They are in. They work. I love the little jacket. And it's a whole ensemble that goes together. And yes, all of these pieces I made turned out perfectly. So that's a home run. I love this pattern and I recommend it highly. Simplicity 8556. I still love WayWack, but they hung me up a bit. The shine is a tad bit off the apple, you might say. However, all's well that ends well, and it's a rainy day here, so I'm gonna head out and walk Zinnia in my new rain jacket, and I will list all of these patterns below. I've already started sewing for May. I've got a trip to LA coming up in June, so that's exciting. And onward we go. So thanks for waiting for me, and I'll see you at the end of this month for May Makes. I hope everyone's doing well. Take care. Bye.